Friday, and sure, a lot of us are excited. Coming to you from digital address GA0993341. This is Joy News Interactive. We are also live on DSTV channel 421 and GoTV channel 144. There's a lot to do today, but don't forget you can get interactive with us on Facebook and Twitter. Our name is Joy News on TV. Now let's start on this note. I'm sure you may have heard by now that President Akufo-Addo has suspended the Upper West Regional Minister following reports of political vigilantism in the region and his interference with the recent activity. Now, Suleimana Al-Hassan is alleged to have instructed the release of some NPP thugs who were arrested after they attacked some officers of the Upper West Regional National Disaster Management Organization office, that's NATMO. Now, Mr. Suleimana has denied the allegation, but that did not stop the president from cracking the whip. Now, what's happening today is that the minority is not too excited about the president's decision, asking his deputy to act in his stead. They agree with his decision to suspend the substantive minister, but they think, look, asking his deputy to act in his stead is not right, and they base that on a Supreme Court ruling. But let's get your comments on this. Abubakari says, Mr. President, if the actions of NPP youth and NPP vigilante can warrant the suspension of a regional minister, okay, I'm sure you're in the Upper West region, then says, Mr. President, you should have suspended yourself by now. What actions did you take to solve the problems across the country? Thinks the president's action is quite hypocritical. And there are three replies to that. Let's see that quickly. Danko James says, feel free and go ahead and suspend him, okay? Etia Hene says, it's dangerous to be an educated illiterate and says repent. Abubakar comes back to say mental slavery is bad. Has he suspended the finance minister? He's asking. All right, I know this may have to deal with the recent issue of the Shraj report on the $2.25 billion bond. And, well, the finance minister says he's heading to court and the minority is asking that he be sacked. Anyway, let's come back to what we're discussing. Ridwan says, you are wrong. Okay, Abdullah, it was rather the Ashanti regional chairman and not the minister. I'm not sure what he's referring to here, but Obed Kofi says, good move, Mr. President. Ras Charlie says, Anana Khan will always, all right, I'm not sure we want to go into issues of tribe, not at all. Stephen says, good work done, Mr. President, because the insecurity is becoming too much. Alecha says, now the gate is open if you don't want your regional minister. Oh, wow, really? Okay, do some acts of political vigilantism, he goes. But you see, the regional minister was not suspended because some people believed to be NPP supporters attacked the regional office of NATMO. The reason he's been suspended is because he's alleged to have interfered with the process, or when these guys were arrested, he's alleged to have ordered their release. And so, well, we are being told by the presidency that they're commencing investigations into the matter, but they've asked him to move aside while they do that. Amankwa Percy says, I think the minority should organize a press conference on this. We need to hear their take. It's imperative they educate the public more. After all, the media coverage fees is our money. Oh, really? The media coverage fees? I'm not sure what you mean by that. But well, the minority, minority leader has spoken. He agrees with the president, says, okay, we agree with your move to suspend him, but we don't agree that he asks his deputy to act in his stead. It should be somebody at his level. Maybe ask another minister or regional minister to act as the Upper West regional minister while you commence your investigation. Frimpong says, okay, President, please first suspend yourself, but not the regional minister. And Idi Mumuni is also asking questions. I think a lot of people are confusing the issue here. It's got nothing to do with the fact that some members believed to be MPP supporters, or some people believed to be MPP supporters, attacked the office and officers of NATMO. It's got to do with his interference, I must stress that, and he being accused as the regional minister of directing that those who were arrested in relation to this be released. Let's head back to Facebook. Ejay Kwame just sighs, and Edward Miller says, Mr. President, don't do that. It would create an impression about you. Okay, Kwame Jamefi says, we need more of this, Mr. President. And Kojo Amewu Gadanku says, great, the suspects must be rearrested. People must be held responsible for their actions. Well, we know that some 6 people have been picked up in connection to this. And Roger says, pure discrimination. All right. Okay, Benny Yatron says, okay, he's actually tagging somebody. Robin also thinks, okay, well, the police officer or commander who also obeyed that order, which he describes as unlawful, must also face the disciplinary board. That's okay. If the minister instructed someone to release them, if that is true at all, then whoever obeyed his order to get them released must also be punished. Edu Samuel says, okay, still things in Ghana are going high. I'm sure he's talking about cost. And let's end with Ajoa Sika. She says, good job, Mr. President. We can't let vigilante groups take over the country. All right, a lot of your comments pouring in. Let's now talk about Kwame Eugene. I'm sure you heard his sequel to Angela. He got the confusion, and it's got my very own colleague, senior colleague here at Multimedia, Mama Zimbi, acting as his mother. Now, Kwame Eugene granted an interview to Miss G and said that, you know what, some Ghanaians confuse confidence to be arrogance. This is not the first time we are hearing this, but right here on Joy News Interactive today, we are asking you what you make of Kwame Eugene's comments. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Whichever side you're on, give us a reason. Zolko says, well, I agree with him. Levinson says, I agree 100% with that, Kwame. Dixon Straightman says, it's true. Kingsley Barfour says, very true. Leroy says, not far from the truth. All right. But why is that if we are in a country where people confuse confidence with arrogance? Maybe when it's a little bit over, that's what I think, maybe it's just a little bit over, then people think that you are arrogant. But hey, I don't know, if you think you're confident, people mistake your confidence or your confidence as arrogance, then maybe you should check it. There could be something you're not doing right. So we'll take a quick breather here on Joy News Interactive. When we come back, we'll be doing our Relationship Friday topic. And our question is, should your ex still be your friend? Don't forget, it's the month of love. We'll be back with more. Do stay. Thanks so much for staying here on Joy News Interactive with me, Bernice Abubede. So let's focus on our Relationship Friday topic. People say an ex is an example of someone you should never return to. Is that really the case every time? How about just being friends with your ex? Should that be? Are you comfortable? Well, let's pick some of your comments on this on our Facebook page, and quickly we'll pick your comments there on this particular one. Should your ex be a friend? Abigail says, just friends but not too close. Allowing an ex into your life is a disrespect to your current partner, she thinks. You might lose that one too. I know someone who still sleeps. All right, that's a yeah, actually, okay, you don't mention the person's name. That's good. Even though she has a boyfriend, it's not advisable. Though not your enemy either, but just keep your distance. You can talk and smile at each other, but care must be taken. There are 4 replies to Abigail's comment on that topic, on whether you should still be friends with your ex. Let's see those replies. Andy Ashrifi says, very true, petrol and fire can't be close to each other. The possibility of igniting is very high. Papa Kwesi says, expert advice, 10 shots for you. And Yvonne Makosa says, thank you, Abigail. I will stop touching my ex. Oh, really? Were you touching your ex? Or are you the one she's mentioning in her comment? I don't know. Anderson says, why not? Let's move on. Being your ex shouldn't bring enmity between you. Just try to keep a distance and avoid frequent interactions. Life is too short to be making enemies. Joe Moses says, after election, no campaign whatsoever. When the relationship goes down, nothing else. Ex remains ex, period. Marley Williams says, no, as you will not be friends after one or the other gets married. So just draw a line after you separate. Nana Okwajiman says, remaining friends with your ex is like walking with sugar cane. You end up chewing it. Hey, you people have some lines. So, sorry. Edu Jane Phillips says, well, I think it depends on the reason why you broke up. That could be a factor. Ignitia says, why not? Who knows? She might be my savior someday to come. Manuel Menka says, not friends to be precise, but no need of checking up and showing the same concerns as you used to. If you really respect your current relationship, you not entertain your ex as a friend, because on fair grounds, it's not necessary at all. It's okay to cross paths if you meet. Okay, it's okay to cross paths when you meet in town. You can say hi to each other, but being related as friends by calling and texting each other, he thinks that's not too smart. Ben says nothing wrong with being friends with your ex. Just met her yesterday after she got married in December. Oh, wow. And when you say meet, was it like a planned meeting or, you know, a surprise meeting? Emmanuel says, of course, but there's always a tendency of overlapping. Hey, what's overlapping? Overlapping in relationships. Anyway, Yvonne Makoso says, she's my ex, but I still see... Okay, should I stop it too? We don't do anything again. Well, maybe pick a cue from the first comment. Just, you know, try and avoid all relationships. Now, it's been a while since we did this. Let's bring you our most watched videos for the week. As at the time we were coming on air, these were our most watched videos. Now, I'm sure you may have heard of the Dome fire. Yeah, that happened sometime this week. That has 205,000 views after it was uploaded just yesterday. Look at that video that's trending.
Everybody know me. We repair phone. Me internet boy, I know everything is going for this world. But let me speak to you. It's a day double market. Me what? Me guy original, Rasta original, any guy me pack phone, me boom. I want them catch up with you. The market is in a position. I'm say, hey, fast. Me phone 919 sharp. If you Ghana Police Service. As a civilian, I have to cut me down and call the fire service immediately. They will go telephone number, say, Major no me get I collect it, I call them. Fire service still not come. Me know me, baby, I pack the thing. Go to have do there. Me go park here by 30 minutes. I will be. Then I can spend about 1 hour, 30 minutes. I will be on by. Baba na samema me boda baso. Hey man, oh, good man. Hey, Ghana home, young kind of crow. Obi ya boda baso. Man, by me no. I say me go say. Na store no kasi we do here. What did you know? Me speaking to you in English. I know. Me dealing in the phone. People bring phone to me. I'm do it. Who the phone, Papa? I see you. I see you're a person. I'm talking to you. What I say? Until me name Jamaican. I'm not. I can't speak lie. Me say money we here. I saw me money be jam be 45 minutes time. Me the phone age. I deal with my time. Be 15 minutes. I know be on my Ghana Police Service. Be on here. No, I didn't ban it. Hey, if I'm in Ghana, God can protect you. I don't know about that. No, my friend will telephone number, mommy. To say me, my girlfriend. No more 020 58 49. I'm the first person. You know me speaking here. They give it to me. I correct it. I call. Tell me, no man, baby. I pack it to have you do. Me buy. I know beyond my. Until you man here, me my. Also no more buy. Now we be here for. Now Ghana Hana one. I speak truth. The two are set you free. 020 58 49. I'm the first person I call Ghana Police Service.
Yeah, that video is trending a lot. Check out people on, you know, WhatsApp. You're sending that video to friends and family. But a lot of you have been commenting on this video. Some for you, it's funny. But for others, this guy seems to be telling a story that is maybe quite true or real. Gifty Lamte says, well, we can pretend or laugh at his funny gestures, but the truth is that only God would take care of you in this country. If we could just move to the left a bit. All right, we'll be bringing you those comments shortly. It's quite hard to see. It's quite truncated. We'll bring it to you shortly. But second most viewed video on our Facebook page is Shatta Wale. that signing with Xylophone Media, and that had about 114,000 views, if my memory serves me right. Yeah, that's it, 114,000 views. Then we've also got that one also on those suspects who were tried in court in relation to the Kwabena cell break. They were that particular video had 104,000 views, and the fourth most viewed video is Vice President Dr. Bawumia arriving in the country yesterday after 12 days medical leave in London. Now, we'll be bringing your comments shortly on that. We'll take a quick breather. When we come back, we'll bring you more. Thanks so much for staying here on Joy News Interactive. Before I took that breather, I was telling you about our most watched videos on Facebook. You can go and check it out for yourself. That very interesting one from someone who was affected by the Dome fire. Number 2, Shatta Wale signing on to Xylophone. Number 3, Kwabena cell breakers in court. And the last one, Dr. Bawumia arrives from London yesterday. That had some 74,000 views so far. Well, talking about Dr. Bawumia, here's just something we'd like to leave you with. Pictures courtesy the presidency when he arrived yesterday. See you. I'll be back at 12 with more news. I'm Bernice Abubedi. Take care.